Hello, welcome to Free Reviewer Archive. This channel offers free reviewers in video form. If you are new to this channel and if you have not subscribed yet, please click subscribe so you will always be updated on the latest uploads. Disclaimer: all the videos, songs, images, data and graphics used in the video belong to their respective owners, and I or this channel does not claim any right over them. The main purpose of this channel is to help examinees pass the exam and achieve their dreams to be professional. This video is about Let Reviewer of Med in General Education, English Part 1, which consists of 30 items. Are you ready? Let's get it started. Good luck. Number 1. All of the participants in the Global Warming Conference are in the lobby. A. All together. B. All together. C. All together. D. Together all. The correct answer is C. All together. Number 2. The ideas being presented by the speaker are confusing. A. All together. B. All together. C. Together all. D. All together. The correct answer is B. All together. Number 3. The family members are inside the reunion venue. A. All together. B. Together all. C. All together. D. All together. The correct answer is A. All together. Rationalization for numbers 1 to 3. All together refers to all members of a particular group. It can mean the following: everyone, everything together, or in a group. It is a phrase. Example: Christmas is my favorite season because it brings us all together. Another example: the family members are all together in just one room. While all together means the following: all things considered, all in all, on the whole. It is a single word adverb. Example: we strongly believe that the result of the election is altogether fair. Another example: altogether the event is a success. Let's move on. Number 4. She on her bed the whole afternoon yesterday. A. Lay. B. Lie. C. Laid. D. Lied. The correct answer is A. Lay. Number 5. He all the cards down a minute ago. A. Laid. B. Lie. C. Lay. D. Lied. The correct answer is A. Laid. Number 6. The campers their heavy bags down upon arriving on the campsite. A. Laid. B. Lane. C. Lie. D. Lay. The correct answer is A. Laid. Rationalization for numbers 4 to 6. Lie is an intransitive verb. Does not require a direct object. It means to be on a horizontal position. The past tense of lie is lay, and its past participial is laying. Example: she asked the patient to lie down. Another example: his neck hurts because he has lain on the wrong side of the bed. While lay is a transitive verb, requires a direct object. It means to put down. The past tense of lay is laid, and its past participial also is laid. Example: the pastor laid the Bible on the table. Another one: I lay my heart to you. Okay, let's continue. Read the passage and answer the questions that follows. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. Upon the place beneath, it is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Number 7. The passage above was taken from this Shakespearean play. A. Romeo and Juliet. B. Hamlet. C. The Merchant of Venice. D. Julius Caesar. The correct answer is C. The Merchant of Venice. Number 8. Which figure of speech was used in the second line of the quatrain? A. Metaphor. B. Simile. C. Oxymoron. D. Onomatopoeia. The correct answer is B. Simile. Number 9. Among the Shakespearean characters below, who uttered the given lines above? A. Shylock. B. Portia. C. Bassanio. D. Antonio. The correct answer is B. Portia. Number 10. What is the meaning of the given passage? A. Mercy is precious thing, and so it must only be given to those who truly deserve it. B. Mercy must be given to anyone who seeks for it. C. Giving mercy is only exclusive to God. D. For mercy to be given, the seeker must give convincing reasons for him, her to deserve it. The correct answer is B. Mercy must be given to anyone who seeks for it. Rationalization for number 7 to 10. The given lines were from the play Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. They were uttered by Portia while she was convincing Shylock to forgive Antonio in Act 4. This Shakespearean play is famous its wonderful lines and unexpected plot twists. Portia, using those compelling lines, argued that mercy must be bestowed to anyone who seeks for it. She compared mercy to gentle rain that doesn't choose which soil to drop upon. Figures of speech found on the question. Metaphor. Direct comparison that does not use like or as. Examples. She is an angel of delight. You are my world. She is the Cleopatra of the present time. Simile. Indirect comparison that uses like or as. Examples. She is like a phantom in the night. Her skin is as white as snow. Your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. Oxymoron. Self-contradicting coined words. Examples. Sweet death. Blinding light. Deafening silence. Onomatopoeia. Using sounds to replace the word itself. Examples. The rustling of the curtains bothered him. Last night, I heard a loud boom. Knock knock. Let's proceed. Number 11. Politicians who are corrupt must be ashamed of. A. Himself. B. Themselves. C. Theirselves. D. Ourselves. The correct answer is B. Themselves. Number 12. He saw on the mirror. A. Himself. B. Ourselves. C. Hisself. D. Themselves. The correct answer is A. Himself. Number 13. She is the culprit. A. Themselves. B. Herself. C. Ourselves. D. Himself. The correct answer is B. Herself. Rationalization for numbers 11 to 13. intensive pronouns, add emphasis, are not essential to what the sentence really means. Examples: she herself painted her own room. The jury themselves read the verdict. While extensive pronouns refer back to the subjects of the sentences, are essential to what the sentence really means. Examples: in making wise decision, we must always examine ourselves. In all of our failures, we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Alright, let's move on. Number 14. The fire that destroyed over 100 homes was believed to have been caused by the electrical connections. A. Loose. B. Loose. C. Lost. D. Loosen. The correct answer is A. Loose. Number 15. In the short story Visitation of the Gods by Gilda Cordero Fernando, teacher null interest in teaching because of all the flaws of the educational system in their town. A. Loose. B. Loosen. C. Lost. D. Lose. The correct answer is C. Lost. Rationalization for numbers 14 to 15. When we say lose, this word means failure to win, unable to find, cease to have. The past tense of lose is lost, and its past participial is lost. Examples: because of the smoldering heat, I lost consciousness. Our team lost the game. I don't want to lose her. On the other hand, loose is the opposite of tight. Examples: the dress hat she is wearing is a bit loose. I got scared on the zip line when I saw that the ropes are loose. The pages of the book are a bit loose. Let's proceed. Number 16. If she here, I would have voted for her. A. Was. B. Were. C. Will be. D. Is. The correct answer is B. Were. Number 17. The doctor suggests that he inside his room the whole afternoon. A. Remain. B. Remained. C. Remains. D. Remaining. The correct answer is A. Remain. Number 18. The principal recommended that each teacher her lesson plans every day. A. Accomplish. B. Accomplished. C. Accomplishes. D. Accomplishing. The correct answer is A. Accomplish. Number 19. I wish he able to speak faster. A. Was. B. Is. C. Were. D. Are. The correct answer is C. Were. Rationalization for numbers 16 to 19. Verbs are in the subjective mood when they express conditions that are not factual. The subjective mood is also used in expressing wishes, hypothetical situations, pieces of advice, and commands or demands. In the third person, the inflections S or ES must be dropped. The verb must be in his base form. On the other hand, the verb to be must be were, regardless of the number of subjects. Examples of verb in subjective mood. If I were you, I would consider running for public office. Mr. Padilla wishes he were taller. It is necessary that he sign the waiver. It is recommended that we prepare emergency kits in our houses. Okay, let's continue. Read the poem Annabel Lee and answer the questions that follow. It was many and many years ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know, by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love. I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this way was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in his sepulchre, in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Number 20. The given poem above was written by the great American poet named A. Edgar Allan Poe, B. Robert Browning, C. Robert Frost, D. Ernest Hemingway. The correct answer is A. Edgar Allan Poe. Number 21. Which figure of speech was used in the underlined words in the last part of the fourth stanza? A. Hyperbole, B. Apostrophe, C. Personification, D. Ellipsis. The correct answer is C. Personification. Number 22. All of the words below are synonyms of the underlined word on the third stanza except A. Tomb, B. Grave, C. Crypt, D. Fortress. The correct answer is D. Fortress. Number 23. What can we infer from the lines on the second stanza? A. The persona and his love interest are so in love with each other. B. The persona and his love interest still chose to love each other even though they are too young to know what love really is. C. The persona and his love interest have a special love that transcends ages and is so intense that caused the envy of others. D. The persona and his love interest were able to love each other in a very intense way even though they are too young to know if what they were feeling is indeed love. The correct answer is C. The persona and his love interest have a special love that transcends ages and is so intense that caused the envy of others. Number 24. Which figure of speech was used in the first line of the fourth stanza? A. Alliteration, B. Assonance, C. Irony, D. Consonance. The correct answer is A. Alliteration. Number 25. What can we infer from the lines on the fifth stanza? A. The persona and his love interest are inseparable even in death. B. The persona and his love interest are so in love with each other. C. The persona felt an insurmountable grief upon the death of his love interest. D. The persona is challenging death. The correct answer is A. The persona and his love interest are inseparable even in death. Number 26. Which figure of speech was used in the first line of the last stanza? A. Alliteration. B. Irony. C. Consonance. D. Assonance. The correct answer is D. Assonance. Number 27. What is the most apparent emotion being expressed on the last stanza? A. Regret. B. Nostalgia. C. Anger. D. Sadness. The correct answer is B. Nostalgia. Rationalization for numbers 20 to 27. Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe is considered one of his finest works. The poem is emotionally charged, and the way Poe manipulated and utilized how the words sound helped us in visualizing the poem. It is about the love between a man and a woman named Annabel Lee. Unfortunately, Annabel Lee died, leaving the persona with a broken heart. These are the figures of speech found on the poem. Alliteration. Repetition of consonant sounds found at the beginning of the words. Example: Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Assonance. When two or more words repeat the same vowel. Example: Go and mow the lawn. Consonants. Repetition of consonant sounds within words and phrases. Examples: Norm the worm took the garden by storm this morn. Irony. Contradicting events. Example: It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. Vocabulary words found on the poem. Sepulchre means a place of burial. Its synonyms are grave, crypt, tomb. Fortress means a military stronghold. Number 28. The phrase red letter day is an example of an A. Metaphor. B. Idiom. C. Simile. D. Oxymoron. The correct answer is B. Idiom. Number 29. The expression put your in the pie means the following except A. To participate. B. To bake a pie. C. To join in the activity. D. To be part of the group. The correct answer is B. To bake a pie. Number 30. She went home early because she feels a little under the weather. The underlined expression means the following except A. Feeling sick. B. Bad weather. C. Not feeling well. D. Feeling ill. The correct answer is B. Bad weather. Rationalization for numbers 28 to 30. Idioms are expressions that are not taken literally. These are the common idioms. Come hell or high water. It means the speaker would not leave the one she is speaking with no matter what happens. Example: I am by your side come hell or high water. Put your finger in the pie. It means they must do their share in particular task. Example: to finish the task at a much earlier time, everyone must put her finger in the pie. Be in the limelight. It means to be at the center of everybody's attention. Example: the soprano did her best to be in the limelight. Flogging a dead horse. It means that work being done is futile. Example: rallies and mass demonstration against the RH law are like flogging a dead horse. Bring home the bacon. It means that he wants the team to win. Example: the speech coach cheered his contestants. He said, "Bring home the bacon." Between the devil and the deep blue sea. It means the situation is at its worst, and the resolution is seen to be unpleasant. Example: This situation is hopeless. It is like the devil in the deep blue sea. In your face. It means to state something in an aggressive manner. Example: the debater was criticized straight in the face. Under the weather. It means the person is sick. Example: she did not attend her class. She said that she feels under the weather. Back to square. It means the person has to start again from the beginning. Example: her efforts are wasted since she is back to square one. Tickled pink. It means made one very happy. Example: the news tickled her pink. Hold your horses. It means be patient. Example: the commander reminds his team to hold their horses until the right time comes. Red letter day. It means a day that is pleasantly noteworthy or memorable. Example: July 4th is a red letter day for Americans. At the pink of health. It means good health. Example: she looks beautiful and well rested. I assume she is at the pink of health. Congratulations for completing the Part 1 of Met Reviewer General Education, English. Please don't forget to subscribe and check the description below for more reviewers. Thank you for watching.